Hello to all of you out there. It's been a little while since my last vlog. I've learned that a video interview is called a vlog, so I'm now going to be using the correct terminology for a video interview. Much has happened since the last time I've been on camera here. Unfortunately, I had a 17-day hiatus as a result of my wife needing my help as our nanny took a 2-week vacation. So for 17 days, I had all three of my kids as well as my wife who's pregnant with our fourth, and she's doing about 2 weeks. So had my hands full, to say the least, and my sanity is somewhat intact as a result of that experience. But in any event, let's get to the more pressing matters, which is the market and what's going on and what to do and what's everyone thinking. So during the time off, I did have a chance to speak with a number of friends of mine who are fund managers and very influential fund managers at that, in the small and micro cap space, as well as some large cap guys too. And it seems that the consensus is that the market is going to likely continue to move higher, just given the fact that there's been really no progress in Washington. And with no progress and sort of a stagnant political environment, to say the least, well, as it relates to business or financial matters, there's no reason for the market to go down, just given that people think that there's nothing on the horizon to alter or change the economics or economic outlook of the United States, for that matter, anytime in the near future. So with this sort of calm, in a sense, on the economic front, and the fact that politicians aren't saying anything as it relates to economics, the market just continues to march higher. I personally think that we're going to start to see some volatility here. We saw the first day of trading here in September. The market was off pretty substantially. Although a 300-point day or 250-point down day is really not that substantial anymore, given the market's price is over 20,000. I'm so used to back to 10,000, where a 300-point move was big. But nonetheless, like I said, I think volatility is definitely something that'll creep in. I've been playing some VXX. I've been selling some puts, and I've been buying calls just in anticipation of volatility picking up. We'll see if I'm right. I bought the December 2017 calls that expire on the December 15th, and I've also been selling some puts, just a strategy you might want to consider. For those of you that have been affected by the hurricanes Harvey and Irma, well, Harvey so far and Irma on the horizon, my thoughts and prayers go out to you and your families. I'm really sorry. It looks like some devastating stuff. And this Irma storm, geez Louise, does it look scary. And, a lot of friends and family members in the South Florida area, and hopefully they have a safe passage out of there from Irma. But anyways, that's all I have for the time being. It's kind of sit still, and if you see opportunities, you might want to add to your portfolio of names that sell off for no apparent reason. I mean, the earnings season was excellent. A lot of companies beating forecasts. The problem that the earnings season seemed to have is there wasn't a lot of guidance that was extraordinarily positive. So you saw companies selling off post earnings as a result. But to me, that just represents an opportunity, especially in this environment of stagnation where there's nothing happening in Washington other than President Trump, firing off tweets to journalist majors, which is like the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe a president is even acknowledging some person renting an apartment in New York, and he's, living in the White House. But it is what it is. I guess, people have their things, which, again, I don't understand why he'd want to pick a fight with someone on Twitter that's like renting an apartment in New York, whereas he lives in the White House. Hello. But anyways, that's it. If any questions you have, feel free to send an email, info@silvacap.com. I'll be back next week with another update. We're also going to publish our newsletter this week. Look out for that tomorrow, Thursday. And thank you for tuning in. Bye.